What is up, guys? Today we are doing something we've never tried before, and that is going to be a random tournament with these NFL teams. Basically, we're going to random numbers between 1 and 100, and it's going to be we're going to divide it by 3. It's going to be the average, and we're just going to go through the tournament. Based on how these teams do, they will get point values, and we're going to do one of these videos if they do good, probably once every 3 days. And we're going to do this until the next NFL season. And then I will do something with the winner. I think I'll predict it as my Super Bowl champion. Which, if I get the Panthers or something, I'm kind of screwed. But, yeah, these are the point values of the tournament. You can read them right now if you want to. And we're going to get started. You guys will see how this will work. First number, 81, 29, and 72. We're going to round it up to the nearest one. So, the Packers got a 61, 86, 2, and 23. And the winner is the Packers, because the Eagles basically got blown out. But they didn't get blown out enough to where they lose points. Alright, we're going to go through all of these, and I'll catch back right up to you guys after the first round. We are back from doing the round number 1. We have the Bears beating the Cardinals, Titans beating the Chiefs, Raiders blowing out the Bills, so the Bills lose points, Saints blowing out the Buccaneers, so the Buccaneers lose points. Broncos beating Commanders, Texans beating 49ers, Falcons beating the Colts, so Colts lose points. Jags beat the Bengals, Panthers beat the Steelers, Chargers beat the Jets, Patriots blew out the Dolphins, which you will never hear me say probably again, and the Dolphins lose points. Rams blew out the Lions, so the Lions lose points. Browns barely beat the Cowboys by 1 point. The Vikings beat the Ravens, and the Giants beat the Seahawks. So, let's do round number 2. I'm gonna, do this right now. And then you guys will watch me do the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the championship. Second round is over, and these are just shocking. Obviously, Packers beat the Bears like always, but they didn't blow them out because they squeezed by 30. The Raiders beat the Titans, Broncos beat the Saints, Texans barely squeezed by the Falcons, Panthers beating the Jags. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, the Chargers beating the Patriots. The Rams beat the Browns, and Giants beat the Vikings. So, now you guys will be able to watch the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And, yeah, let's do it. Also, I need to tell you, the Saints got a 100 on one of them, and the Lions got a 0 on one of the rolls. So, when you get a 0 on a roll, you lose a point, but when you get a 100 on a roll, you get a point. Which, it's basically luck-based, but it's a good way to get some extra points if you are behind by a lot. I am moving locations next time I do this, because I know you could probably hear my fish tank. It is probably annoying, so I'm sorry about that. Up first, in the quarterfinals, we had the Packers versus the Raiders. The Packers 28, 32, and 10. Wow, that's not good. They got a 23. That's probably the lowest out of the whole tournament, which you will lose points for that if that happens. But the Raiders get a 6, a 10, and a 51. The Packers won! They got a 22! That's crazy. That's like the saddest round ever. Broncos versus the Texans. The Broncos are up first, 93, 74, and 46. And the Broncos got a 72. That is pretty high. That's going to be hard to beat. So let's see what the Texans can do. 99, 30, and 51. And the winner is the Broncos. I mean, it was kind of close, but you gotta do better than that next time, Texans. We got the Panthers versus the Chargers up next. What will the Panthers get? 94, 23, and 10. The Panthers will get a 42. Chargers 22, 18, and 20. Oh my god. That's the worst one yet. Chargers got a 20. Got an interesting one, Rams versus Giants. The Rams did beat the Giants this year. Let's see if they'll pull it off again. The Rams get a 55, 79, and 17. The Giants get a 69, 38, and 67. Which brings your score to, drumroll please, even though there's no drumroll, they get a 58. They beat the Rams. Now, we are on to the semi-finals. 2 rounds. Packers versus Broncos. And the Panthers versus Giants. See, this game is really random. And you want to win. So, let's do Packers versus Broncos first. Packers up first. They get an 89, a 48, and a 42. Which brings their score to a 60. Now the Broncos are up. Broncos, they looked bad for like the first half of the year, and then they just like, I don't know, they just like fell apart. And the Broncos clear out the Packers. Yeah, that was not even close, but it wasn't a blowout. Now we go down to the Panthers versus the Giants. Panthers up first. They get a 6, a 96, and a 4. Oh my god, that's sad. The Giants could fumble here. They could. Even though my team is the Giants, I have no bias. I'm not cutting anything. I swear. They get 88, a 39, a 75. Yeah, that wasn't even close. That was a 67. Now we got the championship. I'm gonna put this by the decimal now. Because it might be close, and if it's the championship, you can't have a tie. The Broncos are up first. They get an 8, a 29, and a 73, which brings their score in the championship to a 36.67. The Giants are up. They have a good chance of winning. They get a 32, a 55, and a 16, which the winner of this tournament is the Broncos. That's right, the Giants fumbled. They got a 40, no, what am I saying? They got a 34.33. So they were off by 2.3 points. That's sad, but you gotta respect it. You know? I can't change the past. So, I will add up all these points and these, which there's only 2 this video, and I will be back with the scores for this video. These are the points for video number 1. The Giants and the Broncos are tied at first, and then the list goes down all the way to the Lions, who have a -4 because they got blown out and then rolled a 0. That's very unfortunate, but there is a chance they can come back and win. If you guys do like this content, I will be uploading this once every 3 days until the NFL season starts. If not, then the Broncos and the Giants win. It's easy as that. But if you haven't already, subscribe.